Hey there, folks. Welcome to the Streets Game Reviews live stream. This is a makeup stream, essentially, from last night. I don't usually stream at this time on Sunday, but I was too tired to stream last night for various reasons. So I'm streaming now. It is 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday, February 26th. And we're continuing playing the 25th Ward, the Silver Case, which is the sequel to the Silver Case by Suda51. And it is a game which will try men's souls because it's very convoluted. And let me show you even how convoluted it is. What does this save? Like, continue. Why doesn't it just know where you continued from last time? I gotta, like, figure out which one it is. So, on this, the menu system is this guy made out of cubes. It's okay. Let's go back. Wait, hold on. Come on, you idiot. No, not that way. Try to control this guy sometimes. There we go. So I started here in correctness, and I did 00 prototype, 01 New World Order, 02 good looking guy. Now I did 03 boys. I'm up to Boys Don't Cry. Right? Yeah. Okay, that's what I'm up to. So far the story, like, I'll try to summarize the story as best I can. And by the way, if you're here watching this live, please say hi. But I'll try to summarize the story as best I can. You're in this place, the 25th Ward, which is some city or neighborhood or something. And the postal service is like a bunch of like hitmen or something. And so in this set of chapters here, this set of chapters called Correctness, you play these people who work for the police department essentially, and you're trying to investigate a case where this postal service guy killed some other guy, and then afterwards another guy I think he committed suicide afterwards. You trace him down to like where his mistress lives. You're trying to figure out what's going on. It's very convoluted. Then meanwhile, in this matchmaker path, we did 01 Underground Theater and 02 Quiet Cradle. We're up to 03 About Nighthawk. And that one, we're playing a different group of, I think, people who work for the Hitman Association or something, because they're also trying to like solve the same thing, but they're like much more ready to go and just murder random people and stuff like that. But it's not really very clear. Nothing really sets this up ever and says, okay, here's the introduction to the story. Here's these guys. Here's that guys. The game comes with like an art book or something, but it tells you not to read it because it gives away spoilers. So like, I don't know what the hell's going on. Then we have this third path here, Placebo, which we have not started yet. Or the 00 Utsutsu. So I'm going to do that one now. 00 Utsutsu. It'll probably just make us more confused, but, you know, what the hell. And there's no freaking voice acting in this game, even though it's a PS4 game. This is referring to the previous game, which, by the way, I didn't understand the previous game either, so it's not like I even have that to go on. March 1979 incident, which is commonly known as a Silver Case, occurred. Alright, so Kamui Uehara was a bad guy, a serial killer in the first game. Apparently, like, I think it was called the Silver Case because his eyes were silver, or he stole someone's eyes, and they were silver eyes. They gave him magic powers, some crazy thing like that. I don't know, but he was a serial killer. But it turns out that he's part of this experiment to make people serial killers, and there's more than one Kamui Uehara. And it turns out at the end of the last game that you are the next or the last Kamui Uehara. And it seems like in this game, and the police officer path, the first one I was on, you're playing the same guy from the first game. That guy who's Kamui Uehara. Everybody knows you're Kamui. It doesn't seem like that's a problem. But in the other path, they're referring to Kamui as like, oh my god, Kamui might be coming. It was like really sort of weird. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to explain to you now. Kamui Uehara was apprehended by a man named Tetsugoro Kusabi, a 24-year-old fledgling detective at the time. That's the guy from the last game who Gamers Grotto was voicing as like a mafioso, like because he kept on cursing all the time. It was like, "Hey, get your effing whatever out of my effing this and that." They got to curse in these games too. Little's known about Kamui Uehara, what sort of person he was. At least we're giving me some kind of introduction now. I should have done this first. However, there are several facts that have been passed down over the years, almost like an urban legend. The fact that Kamui Uehara committed his crimes in midwinter. Who cares? The fact that he used some sort of special customized piercing gun. The fact that he killed suspects and material witnesses in cases of crimes and human-caused disasters who couldn't be tried in court under existing laws. The fact that he possessed the rarely witnessed attribute known as criminal power. It is unknown whether Kamui Uehara kills because he was contracted by someone or because he wants to kill. It was assumed that the various mysteries surrounding this man would be solved in the interrogation after his arrest or during the ensuing court case. However, 5 years after his arrest, in August of 1984, Kamui Uehara was diagnosed with severe psychosis and his criminal trial was cancelled. In September of the same year, it was decided that preferential measures would be implemented, and he was admitted to the Kanto 24th Ward Io Hospital Psychiatric Ward. At least there's some kind of exposition here now. To this day, it is unknown whether anyone has heard the man known as Kamui Uehara speak words with any sort of meaning since the time of his arrest. Information concerning the silver case is even less abundant. While the name of the case is famous, almost no actual details of the incident are known. Those who are especially informed, or the type that is especially into conspiracy theories and the like, may have heard tell the following details of the case. At the end of the 70s, after having been dissolved and split up following a long struggle for power, the remaining hardliners of the FSO Frontier Conservative faction hired a hitman as their last resort. One day, the TRO, technical fact, yeah, this is all stuff from the last game that I didn't understand even last time. Too confusing. The two parties meeting of the current government, also the factors responsible for driving the FSO, held a meeting of 10 old men. These men were the respective parties' most important members. It was here that a man appeared. After using a special customized piercing gun to kill every member of the meeting, the man was arrested. His name was Kamui Uehara. With all of the victims being old men, this incident came to be known as the Silver Case. Another different reason calling it the Silver Case. Of course, no matter where nor how deeply one may search, no public records of this incident exists anywhere. The next time the man supposedly undergoing treatment showed his face to the world, it was March of 1999. That's the game we played. The woman in charge of Kamui Uehara's counseling at Io Hospital at the time was killed, and Kamui Uehara subsequently disappeared from the hospital. As he continued to evade apprehension, the violent crimes piled up. 2 female civilians were killed with the harpoon gun. Additionally, 2 agents of the Special Forces Unit, Republic, were also killed while attempting to apprehend Kamui Uehara. Daigo Natsumi, the acting leader of said unit, sustained critical injuries. As the murderer of Lore reappeared in the real world and started killing once again, people began to tremble in fear, and some began to worship him. At this time, the internet had not yet become widespread. It was still no more than an underground toy. Really, in 1999? Possibly due to its close relation to Kamui Uehara, it served to accelerate his de-icification, and he helped to permeate society even deal with the man. I guess it's true, in 1999, the internet wasn't such a big thing. Additionally, the specific environment of the government special administrative region, known as officially as the 25th Ward, which was set up as an experimental area, was similar to the net. The common points between these two entities was the fact that while comfortable and convenient, it was a constantly monitored and closed-off world, which gave denizens the feeling that they were being deprived of something. Okay. Metropolitan Police Department 24 Wards Heinous Crimes Unit. It's like the Special Victims Unit. Christened the series of incidents occurring in March 1999 with the name of the Kamui Case. Heinous Crimes Unit 2 was home to Tetsugoro Kusabi. However, it was later revealed that Kamui Uehara, who had supposedly escaped from the hospital, was actually catatonic and almost totally vegetative state. He was unable to do anything apart from eating and sleeping, let alone fatally wounding anyone. The actual perpetrator of these serial killings was Ayami Shimohira, a woman with a special relationship with Kamui. That's like the first case of the original game. The term criminal power may well have been created by Kamui himself. Criminal power is said to be contagious. This is apparently especially true in the 24th Ward. Maybe Kamui Uehara's criminal power found its way into Ayami Shimohira and caused her to act as his copycat. That may be the case, and it may not be. Yeah, that's very helpful. Ayami Shimohira was apprehended and taken into custody by heinous crimes used to Special Agent Sumio Kudai, who that guy ended up being a bad guy. He's in jail now. It was 1999 and winter was closing in. True criminal power was about to show its fangs. Kamui Uehara suddenly escaped from the hospital and managed to make a comeback that nobody expected. After a month-long silence, Kamui murdered 7 important government officials in the A1 district, the center of the 24th Ward. Then he disappeared. Wow, it's really long. The situation grew stranger still. On November 30th, Kamui Uehara died abruptly, with reports that a man thought to be Kamui Uehara had infiltrated the International Environment Building. A special team put together specifically for the elimination of Kamui Uehara and acted measures to capture him and force the suspect to the roof of the building. I'm losing my mind already. Upon receiving the signal, sharpshooters placed in the surrounding buildings took it. It's like they're explaining the whole thing as if like it makes so much sense. Took aim and fired upon their mark all at once. By the way, you ever hear again? I know that I've said this before, but I'm gonna play it again. Do you ever hear of this? Like the thing show don't tell. Like at minimum, you can show me a few more pictures than just these little background shaded images. So they shot him and killed him. The body was destroyed to the point of showing no resemblance to its original form so badly that it was impossible to tell whether or not it really was the man who was arrested 20 years prior. Data pertaining to the DNA of this Kamui Uehara has never been released. Everything right up to this point covers the surface and the background of this case. The background of the background, as well as the even deeper layers, are so complicated and coherent, no kidding, as to be almost nonsensical. At least the game understands it. It doesn't make any sense. The origin of the whole story goes back 20 years prior to 1999, that is to say the time when the Silver Case occurred. Someone or some group of organizations used the budget set aside for the newly built International Environment Ministry building to begin the directly controlled project known as the Shelter Kids Policy. The goal of the project was to develop an educational system appropriate for the high-level administrative metropolitan environment that was the 24th Ward. Over 1,000 4-year-old boys were gathered in the shelter compound, where they ate, slept, and were put through a specific curriculum created to shape their personalities into certain patterns, like serial killers. The main point of the program was to insert artificial processes in the development of the ego and sense of self of the subjects while they were still young in order to force their respective personalities and thought process to conform to a specific mold. The children were subjected to endless cycles of the same simple, repetitive tasks, which gradually cut away at their egos. The personality set as the base for that which was planted in the minds of the Shelter Kids originated in Kamui Uehara. In essence, the Shelter Kids policy was fundamentally an experiment for the purpose of creating mental clones of Kamui Uehara. Due to this, the policy project... Why would they do that, though? Due to this, the project was called Kamui Mass Pro, meaning mass production. Again, there's all from the previous game. Some refer to the original Kamui as Format Kamui, with format referring to the fact this Kamui is basically the mold for which all future Kamuis would be created. Why would anybody do this? Why was Kamui Uehara selected as the original format? There are several theories to explain this. One of these theories is that they are all freaking out of their minds. One of these theories is that Kamui Uehara is like a machine, unaffected by emotion, cold and robotic, and therefore able to carry out his assigned duties efficiently without question. Therefore, as long as his criminal power is somewhere removed, he make a perfect mold for the people set to inhabit the strictly controlled and administered society of the 24th Ward. So it's a great idea. However, criminal power is like a type of mental energy and is extremely difficult to control or subdue. Some scholars reject the idea. This is a freaking book. Its very existence, making direct contact with Kamui Uehara makes it clear he doesn't even possess some sort of power. As mentioned above, criminal power is contagious. People who make direct contact with Kamui Uehara are stimulated by a sort of shock, experience a kind of emotional reaction, and can feel compulsions and urges rising up inside themselves. Some people call criminal power a virus. This project is a poorly executed attempt to analyze and copy Kamui Ihara may have touched on something with which it should not have made contact. However, gathering the testimonies of people deeply involved in the project, it seems like that may have been the actual goal of the project from the beginning. It could be said that the Kamui Mass Pro project was meant for the research and development of criminal power itself. What's criminal power? They mean like criminal intent? Once again, the loop of doubt begins anew. What exactly was Kamui Ihara? A certain notebook contains information on this. The notebook contains writings pertaining to the origins of format Kamui and something known as the Kamui system. Those not familiar with Kamui would think of it as a bunch of occult nonsense. This is the underside of the whole story. It can even be called something of a fairy tale. Kamui Ihara was born on a certain island and at the age of 2 had the eyeball... See, this is what I'm talking about. The eyeball of a non-primate quadrupedal animal transplanted into his left eye as part of an ancient ritual of the indigenous tribe of that island. The transplanted left eye turned silver. The changing of the color to silver was supposedly a sign that the progress of the program of death inside the bearer had temporarily stopped. The silver eye steals the crucial function of death from the living. That is to say, it makes the bearer essentially immortal. Additionally, this renders the existence known as Kamui a metaphysical being. It makes it possible to transmit or transplant the being known as Kamui to another person if there is someone to receive it. It would be possible to transplant Kamui if one were able to find a naturally born blood relative of Kamui's, or someone from the same clan, or at least someone with a similar personality. However, if there were man-made mental clones of Kamui, this process would go even more smoothly, or at least the scientists behind the Kamui Mass Pro project believe so. Kamui dies, and if the next physical body to host the transplant is found, the next Kamui is born. According to old lore, within the potential Kamui stock, there exists the one charged with protecting the next Kamui. There are also others to whom other duties are assigned. This is the general outline of the Kamui system. The most crucial point to those who are aware of these secrets is the fact that it is possible for a normal person to take the silver eye and make it their own. By replacing their own eye with the silver one, it is possible for a person to gain the power of immortality. It's so stupid. This is true for those who are not originally shelter kids. It is possible as long as the Kamui system continues to work. Why? This is where a certain man who wanted the silver eye for himself had an idea. He could simply cultivate the field known as the Kamui system. If criminal power could be controlled, then the shelter kids would become easily controllable citizens. If necessary, this criminal power could be awakened, providing excellent soldiers in times of need. Then, the eyes of animals would be transplanted into the subjects, and if one of them turned silver, it could be taken. The silver eye could also be sold. This is just a dumb concept. The Kamui Master Project began with various speculation, getting mixed up and confused. The reason why the shelter kids policy will receive huge amounts of funding is because of the fact that if the mechanism causing this rare and powerful ocular transition could be explained and harnessed, there were clearly huge profits to be made. The funding was essentially investment money for creating a production facility for silver eyes. It is said the main investor was the TRO Technofaction. The TRO was originally centered on resource development based on molecular biology technology and its applications. However, the Kamui Mass Pro project was not able to achieve the desired results so easily. 4 years after the Kamui Mass Pro project, under direction from an organization that can be traced back to the FSO Frontier Conservative faction, the Yami Mass Pro project began, based on the previous project. It seemed like simply a new project with only the genders switched, but this experiment placed the utmost importance on creating an even more robotic and machine-like soldier. God. There are all those who felt like a sort of counter to Kamui was necessary. The original persona used as the mold for format Kamui was used once again. In the end, it is said that neither the Kamui Mass Pro nor Yami Mass Pro project was able to recreate the occurrence. How can you remember all this shit? However, there were 270 subjects who were able to reach the step just prior to this recreation. After that, the shelter kids policy, which had continued for 8 years, was suddenly put to a stop. Both of the projects, as well as their administrative entities, were disbanded and dismantled. What happened to the shelter kids? The Kamui stock comprised 4,440 people. And the Yabi stock comprised the same number of children as well. These boys and girls were basically tossed out into the 24th ward. Some of them spent their lives as ordinary ward residents, being woven into the Kamui system while waiting for their time to come. This means that the field known as the Kamui system, while incomplete, did indeed continue to exist. On the other hand, some of the subjects were thrown out of the system altogether. These were the ones who were not considered good enough or useful enough for Kamui stock. There have also been rumors still more of the shelter kids were more than simple mental clones of Kamui. Some were said to have been actual blood relatives to the original format Kamui himself. Oh my god. Nobody's even watching this. I'm all alone here. There's 2 people on Twitch. Hello, out in the ether. I'm playing this terrible game. Help, help. You know what? I need to get some more soda. I'll be right back, but like, talk amongst yourselves, try to figure out what the hell's going on here. I'll be right back. Hey, always asleep. Have you been following this at all? Because it's messed up. To the top, back to 1999, the Kamui incident reawakened the past of the silver case, causing a large number of people to die. This is a fact that must not be forgotten. Who cares? Kaiji Inzawa, dead. Shinji Kotobuki, dead. Kiyoshi Morikawa, dead. Chizuru Hachisuka, dead. Morichika Nakatagawa, dead. Who cares? Ru Munakata, dead. On the other hand, there are some who survived. Good for them. Ayami Shimohira, alive. Sumui Kudai, alive. He's in jail. Tatsugoro Kusami, alive. Sakura Natsume, alive. However, there is no guarantee that this list is completely accurate. Some of those thought to be dead may still be alive, and the opposite is also possible. So why are you telling me this? One of the things we said in closing, thank God they're closing, sometimes miscalculations happen. This is especially true with conspiracies and works of sinister design. This is because the sun is always watching from above. One such miscalculation was the decision to produce Ayami along with Kamui. I mean, nobody stopped to think about what the opposition, the struggle for supremacy, and the cross-fertilization between Kamui and Ayami would bring. While the original intent was to create a man-made mass production factory for humans, they may have simply been creating a nest for Kamui himself, like worker bees. Furthermore, what about the rejected Kamui clones? With regard to possible meanings and purposes for their very existence, sadly nothing comes to mind. Let us now delve further into the underside of the background of the whole story. The theory that Kamui Uehara never even existed in the first place. Or rather, he did indeed exist, but not as a hitman, and instead that he existed only as an ordinary ward resident. Who cares? This theory appears to be true. If so, then everything else we told you was bullshit. So why we say it to you then? If so, then several prerequisite conditions are rendered nil. The true villain of the other story, the other silver case, would be Kaoru Hachisaka. That's right, your father. Oh, and I'm somebody now? What's my name? Jim Hachisaka? If I just leave you with this little thought, I'm sure you'll come to remember all sorts of pertinent information. Well then, from here on, I'm going to use hypnotic suggestion to seal off all these records and memories. Thanks a lot. Does that explain why I'm going to forget this in 2 seconds? Once you find the mole phone number hidden inside the turtle and open your mail... The turtle? Oh no! Oh, it's this guy! It's the turtle guy! The memo should reach your phone in a few hours. How can you hide something inside a turtle? A crow is none the whiter for washing? Is an old expression that means that something naturally black will always be black. You can't change the true essence of a thing. At least I hope so, that I can continue to be me for as long as I am around. What? Wow, it was such a great freaking episode. Utsutsu. I can't freaking believe how stupid that was. I mean, I guess it's nice they gave you all that exposition, but it would be nice if they gave it to me like in a better way, and also like in the beginning of the game. Trophy earned. Utsutsu. You should trophy earned like Big Loser for watching all this shit. Alright, hopefully the next one is not going to be just a text wall. Oh, this thing is on top of my face. Make myself a little bit smaller. We actually got some pictures, holy crap. Looks like a factory in a boat. It says P here, though. So am I the reporter guy? Is that who I am now? I mentioned the turtle. Disposition is a difficult thing. For example, even if you became unclear as to who exactly you were, something automatically makes you move. What? It's not only the reactions that happen inside your own body, but even your own external surroundings undergo faint chemical reactions. Elements jumbled together to create your current situation. Just tell me, like, what you're doing. I don't give a shit about your bullshit. I'm not reading your horse shit. Yeah, keep on masturbating. That's me. Okay. Like, that's me, that's him. Tokyo's boat. I don't know what's going on here. Cell phone, tobacco. Oh, is that my turtle? Hey, Luis, I'm good. I'm good. I can't answer your question though. I'm sorry. What's the game about? I have no freaking clue. It's the weirdest piece of shit I've ever seen in my life. You're the same, right? That's my turtle. Is this the same guy from the last game? Was his name Morishima? I don't remember anymore what the frick his name was. Because he don't want to smoke. What are you doing, you weirdo? Right? No, not right. This guy's a real conversationalist. That son of a bitch. What's he talking about? Fade to black in the same place. 20 hours before incident. Tokyo. This place here. You know where it is? I just said it's in Tokyo. The Kanto 25th Ward. It's not too far away from where you used to live. Used to? Mm-hmm. You sober yet? Accept the facts. Take the hint. It's always like, if there's people talking, why don't they show them? Show their head or something. Like, who am I supposed to be right now looking in on an empty room? If there's people fucking talking, show them! I don't know what is wrong with this game. How am I supposed to know what's going on if I can't even see who's talking? Seriously, am I wrong always asleep? It's on a boat, no freaking kidding. Boat? Maybe she had rage mode. Good boy. I would rage a hell of a lot more, you know, honestly, if I didn't have a day job. Oh, I think it's this guy's dick talking. Don't do that. Don't pull me out. That's not going to work. You're coming out whether you like it or not. Listen up, I'm about to tell you. For some caution notes. Oh my god. I'm sleepy. Let me sleep. You can look at what's gone in 20th Ward. First off is the high-rise apartment. You'll find out soon enough what that high-rise really is. At the moment, death is beginning to spread there. 9 people have died in 4 months. Was it suicide or murder? Or who cares? You're looking at the causes. Cautionary notes? Don't make me effing laugh. Those are goddamn orders. Looks like you finally come around a bit. I'm about to go over the cautionary notes. Don't order me around. Don't repair anything. Directions, guidance, orders. I don't need that. Leave me alone. You don't even understand anything about yourself. If you talk like a big boy, you have no choice but to do it. What the hell's going on here? These guys like to say. They won't say anything in 1 word when 500 words will do. Yeah, how do they pull this off? I don't know. You're talking about like 500 monkeys writing together. They'll eventually create a work of Shakespeare. They took the 500 monkeys. They took the first piece of shit that came out of this. That was this. This I'm pretty sure. I think this guy on the left might be like not Sumio. The other guy, the cursing guy. Because he cursed a lot, but we don't see him, so who knows? I like how they say this question's meaningless. Find the goddess. They make contact. The goddess is the most crucial key. Alright then. You can sleep for 10 more hours. Oh yeah, that's right. One more point of caution. Quit smoking. Oh, it is that guy for sure. Once you manage now, let's meet again. Who am I? Dentist. Is it him? No way. I think this is the guy. This is the cursing guy from the last game. He looks different now. I can't. What are the guy's turtle though? I'm not sure if I'm the cursing guy. Let me look it up. I don't want to be confused. Silver case. Morishima. Yeah, Tokyo. So he's the reporter. Okay, he's not the cop. He's a reporter. But I might have been a different guy later. I might have been a different guy earlier. The cursing guy might be here too. It's too confusing. This is the guy who wrote the turtle. Morishima. I forget their names. The guy was always getting weird emails too. Well, actually, let me pick what I want to do on the computer. As opposed to the last game. No unread mail. Got the password for that place. I haven't typed this stuff. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Oasis Sleep. It's very poorly presented. But this is supposed to be the newspaper guy from the first game who had the turtle and we were in his apartment. And we spoke like Captain Kirk. Hey, Ninja. The guy used to always go to the bar and talk to that guy behind the bar. I'm doing well, Ninja. How are you doing? I'm glad to see you. What? I'm glad I read this out loud. Miru. I bet you they made me type this in later. So maybe I didn't actually. Miru knows the password for Goddess. She no mic, but she has a camera. Ito Heiwa. Somebody write this shit down, please. I'll write it down. Tired, sick? I'm sorry. What's wrong? Miru, Goddess. Ito Heiwa. In a good game, they wouldn't make you take notes like this, but this is not a good game. Ninja, I'm going to play Fade tonight. FYI. So make sure you get some extra sleep. Well, not now. It's after this is over. How do I go to this web? How do my password is? Is it the same from before? What they just gave me? I like how they make they pretend it's like occasionally this is a game. You know what? I'm paying this stupid bitch. Like, what do I have to like be polite like that? Like I was losing my time. I didn't realize that was like stupid. What time for Fade? I don't mean right after this one. I mean like nighttime. What? Oh god. Oh my god. Okay. What's that? What's with those like the nasty smiles you gave me too? What's with that smile? Is it like a? Looks like this like yeah. Like, I'm not sure what kind of, obviously she does that when she's pissed off. This is horseshit. And it's like, oh, no problem. You can like just go start again as if nothing happened because she's not a real person. She's a freaking bot. You can't say good evening to her. Like, this is too boring. That's also wrong, apparently. Am I crazy here? I am crazy because I'm playing this game. And nobody else is even like freaking good as shit. I paid like 100,000 yen or something for this chap, but I gotta like be like super like I don't know what. I wish I could like honestly like I don't want to tell you. That smile is really starting to get to me. I would never do this in real life in a million years. You don't give me a password, like just F off. You'd say nope. You could buy this necklace with a single point. I'm sure one is wrong. Should I ask, where are you, or how do you know about Goddess? What do you guys say? I want to say, where are you? I'm just going to go like this, like. I don't like you. I don't like you, boy. You're bad. You're a jerk. You're a loser. F off. Let's start this conversation at the beginning as if it didn't happen. You screwed up, always asleep. Always asleep, you blew it. You know what, I had the limit, clearly, always asleep. Actually, maybe not. My head hurts and my period won't come. I guess that was wrong. It was so long, I thought maybe he was right. What the hell? Ridiculous. It looks like, oh, hello. Let's pretend this didn't happen before. I should get game over. Game over. Some annoying lady in a chat didn't like what you said. The flow of the text. I guess I was wrong too. Alright, I was just asleep. It's not your fault. I gave you 2 bad choices. Oh my god. This is insane. This is freaking insane. The fact that nobody else is watching this is criminal because this is the most, like, effed up thing I've ever seen. Boop. Pattern changes every hour. You wacko. You wacko. Okay. So it sounds like something not nice. So, who freaking WhatsApping me? Nothing important. You wacko. How did I get a boat? I was like freaking poor in the first game. Bunch of creepy neckbeard hermits. Someone's called me neckbeard online. What am I doing again? I don't even know what I'm trying to... Like, I know what, like, my immediate objective. I don't know why I'm doing it. Tower Area 7, 74031. Too bad I don't have a good scribe who could, like, type these into the chat for me. But everyone's too lazy today. Okay. Pressing the button. Why is it not going? Oh, I'm scrolling down. That was really... Shuji Yagisawa. What's the call, dude? Welcome back. Oh, the 25th ward. I know almost nothing whatsoever about the 25th ward. Same here. Why you in the 25th ward? Can we imagine all such ideas about our friend? I'm sure something's going to happen once again because you apparently came with the intention of destroying yourself. Are you kidding? What's this log out? hell's this shit? Hi, Mr. Yagasawa. I'd like to speak with you about Quarter. You know about the website Quarter? You're one of Goddess's valued customers, right? Wait, hold on, don't hang up. Unfortunately, I can't get into detail over the phone. Mail? No, I'm afraid not. I mean, that will leave evidence, right? Sounds suspicious? Well, that's understandable. I mean, if I were you, I'd think so too. But think about it for a second. Who tries selling people shit over the phone like this in this day and age? Right? So if you don't trust me, you can just blow me off. Listen up, I'm only going to say this once. I've got information on Goddess for you and you alone. I'll be waiting under the clock tower in Area 7 in 10 minutes. It's a direct deal. See you then. That's a clock tower? It looks like a freaking stick. You really serious, Always asleep? It's me. About that call. Ah, so you're Yagasawa, huh? Yeah. Sorry for having you come all the way out here like this. So what's this event? Huh? So like tonight, there's some kind of guerrilla event, right? Guerrilla event? I've heard of them. Of what? Of what? I mean, fine, I'll say it. You want me to say it, right? So like Goddess, there are special events where you can talk to her with both a camera and mic. They do those events every once in a while, right? If you keep coming back as a repeat customer, the chances are super slim, but you can win a chance to participate, right? Oh, but wait a second. I'm not done telling you all this information. Is this all legit? Are you really the Quarter admin? Yeah, that's right. You were quick on the uptake. Really, like, for reals? No, I'm a liar. Seriously, for reals? For reals. Prove it. You're able to log in at 11 o'clock tonight. And your password is... You whack off. I mean, you wacku. Just gotta write it down. Oops. If you get it wrong, you just like, it'll be like, that's not it. It'll be like, oh, sorry, I was just kidding. It's you wacku. That's right, isn't it? Oh, snap. So it is true. This is like a dream. So, like, what do I need to do next? If you want to take part in this special, amazing event, then at 11 o'clock tonight, you need to log in with a different name and password. Okay. I'll tell you now. Oh, wait. Nope, you can't write it down. That'll leave evidence. Then, you have to burn it into your brain cells. Okay. Ready? Your username is... Okay. Easy Mark. Easy Mark, got it. And the password is a bit long. I'll burn it into my brain cells. It's AQWESEDRFTGYHUJICOLP Charlie Tango Mark. I can't memorize that. Memorize it. It's a special, amazing event with Goddess, you know. Okay. I'll tell you just one more time. You ready? It's AQWSEDRFTGYHUJIKOLP Charlie Tango Mark. AQWSEDRFTGYHUJIKOLP Yagasawa. You're really clever, you know. You know that? Oh no, it's almost 11 o'clock. Better get my ass back to my boat. The hell's this shit? Whatever. You look unhappy, huh? Or are you worried about something? That's it. Guess you want to record on your cell phone. Oops. I just got to scroll down. I guess I lost it. That's sort of stupid. I guess hopefully it wasn't important. It might be a bad video game. I think you might be right. I feel bad for this guy. He lost his one opportunity to meet the goddess. The goddess! What's she so freaking amazing? The goddess! Oh my god, there's no other women on the planet. The goddess! She's the most hot woman in the whole freaking world. So stupid. Feel losers. Relax and enjoy for 5 minutes. Milu? Was there a Miru? Yeah, it was Miru, now it's Milu. Well, it's a great picture. I mean, there's a camera, but she's not there. Oh, good evening, turtle guy. Is it Milu or Miru? Oh, I'm not a hitman. You're also Miru. Okay, so it's just, that's how she knows the goddess, because she's both of them. Meru. Workquarters top 3 perfs. That's all the same person? Explain this shit properly. I'm the original. They're copies. Are they not even real people? They're AIs. CG, of course. Why'd you make copies? Supply and demand. I'm an actual woman. So where are you in the screen then? I'm gonna be killed soon. This place really needs me, so it'll be soon. She looks like, what's with her eyes? She looks like someone stabbed her eyes out. What just happened? Was she murdered? Hey! You said there was a special event, but nothing happening! How'd you get this number, dickweed? Huh? God has died. Huh? Why is he talking to this person just now, in the middle of a live chat? Yeah, you got fooled. Fooled? Where's the log? The log? The log! It's super precious! What are you talking about? Ha ha ha! Goddess was killed? Get the F out of here! Ga ha 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 ha! Shit, just as predicted! Predicted? Yeah, sudden death! What in the F is your crazy ass talking about? Damn! You're really kinda dumb, huh? You spoke with Goddess without knowing any of this? Why don't you check your mail? Dumbass, never talk! How's you do a video call with that guy on the cell phone? I guess it's possible, but... Oh. FAQ. Should probably wear this a game. Kind of game. A game which you guess who the tower is going to die next. He was super probably rose on court, including sudden death. Is this really dying or fake dying? I don't understand. Probably real dying. Hey, hang on one second, guys. Sorry about that. So this is probably dying for real, because we know that we're investigating murders at the high rise. All users of the community side quarter residents of the tower high rise. Next person could die with your neighbor or someone close. It could be you. The public have been told the deaths are suicides in the car. We don't know if they were murders, sicknesses, or accidents. You think one of the games this thrilling? This was stupid. Why would they play? If they know they're being killed, why would they play a game? You think they just move out? What has this game been around? He writing an FAQ like from his own perspective. It doesn't make any sense either. Our episode soon the 10th death would be Goddess. I bet on her. If you would have bet your stats, how do you write this so damn fast too? In like 1 second, he wrote this super long email. How'd you know gods would die? If you know the reason to call me again. I read it. Dear! What do you want from me? Send me the chat log between you and Goddess and I'll tell you my reasons. And just how meaningful is this reason you keep mentioning? I'm sure you'll be interested. Also, Milu, and Meru, basically they're like fortune tellers. They're kinda like modern day shamans or something. Hold up. There's only one goddess, right? The rest are supposed to be programs. For example, even if that was the case, would you really be able to tell the difference between a person and the programs? Again, is he having a video? I guess he's supposed to be having a video call with this guy because the guy's like all blurry, but I mean, I don't know how you do that on your cell phone. Looks like a regular flip-top cell phone. It's not even a smartphone. No idea. To be honest, I don't really care. The third one, Meru, the one spelled with an E, she's a prophet. There are very few people who know this, though. I'm a real fucking moron. I got it. So, Meru with an E predicted the death of Milu the goddess, right? Send the chat log over to me when you get the chance. The log of the death of goddess. What a treasure. Next up, it's your turn to die. Okay. Why'd I say that? What's with these weird shit here? I'm getting this weird bullshit. Can't go to web. What's that? What? This is his chat log with her? Milu is going to die. On a moonless night just before midnight, Turtle Guy will show up, steal the password, and God will show up with the ceiling so it cease to be. So if he knew that, then why did he give me the password? I guess because he wanted to put on it. Alright. That's weird. Piano tutor. Miru Yuzuki, live chat performer. Escape. That's not how chat works where you have a different password for every place you go to. I don't know what these guys are thinking. At least, I mean, this is at least interesting, though. I think this is like one of the most interesting chapters so far of all the stuff we played. Even though it doesn't make any sense, at least it's interesting. Oh, God. You'll have trouble with women. No kidding, you always have trouble with women. You'll make traps set up against you, your escape will be cut off, you have no choice to move forward. So you'll be doing a grave, and at the end you'll fall into and die there. That's your fate. That's nice. How'd you know goddess would die? That's simple. So the night said there were no connection whatsoever. They actually had one. I found it. What kind of connection? People living that building broke rules were killed off in order. Rules? What kind of rules? Secret petty rules. Taking the garbage out on the wrong day. Keeping pets without permission. Maybe musical just past 9 p.m. Pounding nails to the walls. Sticking all at the Melody Pills mailboxes. Using old stone inside your apartment. That's funny. That's why people are killed. The tower high-rise is extra strict about its community rules. No kidding. Goddess was always mixing up the combustible trash with the non-combustible trash. Especially the past 2 weeks, she kept doing it. I knew about it. Was she killed for that? Why didn't you tell her? This is crazy. My points are about to run out. You still have 8 points. Another life. Today's word. If God that exists to be unnecessary, it was invented. That's not a word. I thought this might be a masterpiece. This is a different guy. This is question mark. That was slash before. Hey Tokyo, you see the enemy yet? If you think you have, lock on instantly. The hard part's coming up now. Don't let your guard down. The same don't stay too uptight either. Be like wind and fall. Keep your flow on point. What? Who's he talking like that about? I mean, I have to admit that was interesting. Somebody to love. Can anybody find me somebody to love? Whoa! Did I just save it or not? I think I just saved it. Let's just make sure. Always asleep. What do you think? Should I keep going or should I stop here for today? It's been an hour and 18 minutes. I think you're the only person here, so you're allowed to answer the question. It's up to me. I'd like to play a little more, but I'm afraid it's going to last like 5 hours, the next chapter. But don't know. So rather than the game an editor, it might be coherent, actually mysterious, a little fun. As stands too verbose. Yeah, I agree. I think the fact I didn't read a lot of the text just now was actually good. I mean, and the text that was on the screen, it shouldn't be read. It's not supposed to be read, but if I was trying to read all that, I mean, I don't know. You pick. I really have mixed feelings about it. So now I'm gonna play Fade. more, but yeah, it could be too long. Yeah, we don't know. It's probably just don't know. I think it was you that said like this game needs to be played in like bite-sized chunks, right? How many Saturday nights were you ruined by this game? That's the question I want to know. Like, I mean, this is a makeup from last night, but like, how many chapters are there? Actually, let me look at the art book. I think it says. Where's that thing? There's also the soundtrack. Would you listen to the soundtrack? Like I want to put this thing in so bad, like do 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 do. Let me just double check. There's no manual here, is there? Like, I'm pretty sure there's not. There's no manual. Kamui is back. There's the art book. Number 25. Oh, it's the 25th word. Warning, this book may contain spoilers. You know what? Spoilers might be good in this game. Maybe spoilers actually explain what the hell's going on. If you look at this, this is your friend, the one you like. Her. Wait. It says Shinko Kuriyanagi's Shiryamu's senior investigator in the heinous crimes unit. Her arrogant personality and unconventional behavior has earned her the nickname Japanese Dirty Harry, as well as the fear of her colleagues. Although a civil servant, she also dabbles in several side jobs as well, such as sex chat administrator and race queen. So there's O prototype, O1 New World Order, O2 good looking guy, 3 boys don't cry. Makutaro Shionabu, I think he gets killed in the next episode, just with blood all over him. This guy with the white hair. It says a young detective in the heinous crimes unit recognizable as stark white hair. The nickname Jabroni was given to him by his senior Kuruyanagi, but Shiryamu himself hates the name. There's 3, 4, 5. Alright, and then then there's Underground Theater. Number 1, 2 Quiet Cradle. 3 About Nighthawk. 4 The Lunar Orbit. 5 Moon Over 25. And the other one has number 1 Nagari. 2 Tigiri. 3 Yogori. 4 Suzuku. And 5 Misagi. And that's it. So Tokyo Murashima, former 24th Ward resident writer, left the 24th Ward after being deeply involved in the Kamui case in the previous title. Currently living on a boat provided by an unknown person, investigates various incidents in the 25th Ward without ever being clear on both his employer and his own past. Alright, so I guess there's 5 cases in each thing. We've done, except for a couple of zeros also. So we've done 1, 2 on everything, except for this one. We've only done 1. Then there's going to be, get this thing back in here. There's going to be 3, 4, and 5 and all of them too. So there are 10 cases basically, including this number 2 Tigiri. I don't know. I feel like I've lost the will to live. These are the best ones, though, in my opinion. So, like this newspaper guy. I'm like, I don't know. You know what? I'm gonna stop because there's nobody here anyway. If there was like a few people here, I think I would continue, but like nobody's even freaking here. Nobody gives a shit. I'm just gonna stop here. We'll continue some other time. Yeah, lost the will to live. Maybe call it a stream. I think so. It's been almost an hour and a half. All right. Thanks always asleep, and thanks whoever else was here, Ninja, and whoever else I don't know. Luis was here too. Later tonight I'm going to stream the Fade game. Hopefully that should be the last part of that game, so that should be interesting. I'll be back for that. So in the meantime, have a great rest of the afternoon, and peace out. Talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.